All right, I think we are live. Check, check, sound check. Looks like we're good. We'll get started here in about 4 minutes. I'm just checking my messages. Checking messages on MeWe. Welcome everybody to tonight's live show. Just give me a few minutes, okay? Checking messages on MeWe. I guess this month is the 30th anniversary of the web. That's interesting. Hello, pizza loving nerd. You may join. Send me your email at totalosttoday1 at gmail.com. Okay? Hello, Jan. Frost Ranger, Peabody, Jan, Topper, Analog, and STS. How are you? I guess it was 30 years ago that the web was founded. Oh, wasn't that long ago, was it? All right. Looks like I'm all caught up with my messages on MeWe. There's a funny picture on there. You'll have to join MeWe too. I like MeWe. It's cool. It's nice. Sleepy, how are you, man? Sleepy, if you like to join, you're invited for tonight's open chat. And Arita, my favorite Canadian girl, how are you? Well, besides my cousins. Spin Viking. All right, we're caught up on MeWe, looking good. All right, go there. If we have any new people watching, or people who have watched before and never said hello, and you're still running Windows 7, and you're lost, you've come to the right place because I'm lost too. No, I'm just kidding. We're here to help. I'm here to help. This is the last year for Windows 7 support, so you will have to start making decisions. I would start now. So, yeah, stop in the chat and say hello. You do not have to give your real name. I am doing fine, Anna Rita. Check my messages here. Speaking of one of my friends, I have to text her back. Give me a moment. Oh, Sleepy has the flu. Okay. Had to text back my friend from Austria. From Austria. Blah. Anyway. The flu can be bad, yeah. Absolutely. Some positive news for Linux on Linus Tech Tips. Oh, there's a Linux desktop for the masses, Analog? Because that's all that I'm interested in. Anything else, forget about it. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome. Okay, give me a second here. Pizza. I'm watching Strange Weather on the Weather Channel. Cool stuff. Almost as cool as Linux. Almost. LTT had video on gaming on Linux, and it was positive. Well, we can all say positive things about gaming on Linux has gotten much better, but that's not going to solve the problem for Windows users. So, all right, Benjamin, go refill your coffee. He mentioned Ubuntu. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that tonight. We talked a lot about it last night, sort of. So we'll talk a little bit about tonight, and I'll probably start a short series on transitioning from Windows 7 to whatever. Yeah. Speaking of Austria, introduce the girls to the sound of music. Ah, the hills are alive with the sound of Ubuntu. Yeah. Internet having only 30 years doesn't sound good. I think it was, yeah, there's the guy's name on MeWe. I guess a professor who started it in its current form, I guess. So, Mint is good. Your wife is making cannolis from scratch. Ah, nice. Yeah. I like cannolis. Tim Berners-Lee, that's him. Yes. Thank you, Sleepy. Yes. Yeah, that's the guy. Who knew? Who knew? The internet would grow into this fine mess that we have. Some of it. Hello, DAFCP. How are you? The name looks new. Are you new to the chat? You make a confessment. Oh, okay. Interesting. Anyway. Pizza, check your email. Hello, Kyrie. Welcome. Tim wants to go decentralized with the web. Okay. Why not? Working on bakery, breaking goodies home. Wrong career as a nurse, huh? Okay. Nurse them cannolis. Something like that, yeah. Okay. All right, Jan. Very good. Hello, Steve. How are you? A Dutch F-16 flies into its own bullets. How does a plane fly into its own bullets? I'm looking at the ticker feed. That's interesting. Wow. My chocolate, hello. Hello, P. Wingert. You're more of a dessert person and like eclairs. Okay. Long day, Steve. Okay. I don't know what it is. I've never... That caught me by surprise, Vince. Slow bullets or a damn fast plane. I don't know. I've never seen a headline like that. If that's even possible. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that plane had a bug in it. That's weird. The plane outflew its own bullets? Okay. I suppose anything's possible with technology, right? think with the Dutch pilot and the boat, you have to fly really, really fast. I guess so. Yes, absolutely, Anarita. It can happen. Okay. But you would think the plane would have been like pre-tested. I'm just saying, you know. Can you imagine flying that F-16 you're shooting and your head's like, who's shooting at me? Oh, it's me. Whatever. Crazy headline on my phone. I can't repeat it. Anyway, I'm just chilling tonight. So yeah, I'll just respond to the chat. Like I said, if we have any new people in the chat for the first time, want to say hello, have a question, feel free to ask. Sony creates colossal 16K screen in Japan. Wow. I want one. Stepdad worked on him, could never get a copy of the pilot's launch code. Bob Harris, am I DB Cooper? Yes. I'm his twin. Did they ever find him? Isn't that a story from the 70s? He jumped out of a plane and fell into a black hole or something? Linux Submit 19.2 release planned for summer. Yeah. Very good. I'm actually running the latest Ubuntu 19, Ubuntu Mate right now, so hopefully this will stay stable. So far, so good. I used to date a nurse also, Steve. Yeah. They found some of the money from DB. Okay. Yeah, I remember that story. That's bizarre. Microsoft says Edge may come to Linux eventually. Not sure why, but okay. Where's DT? There are updates coming to his Dead Beef music player. I have in my hand the old Thinkpad hard drive replaced with a SSD drive last week. It's running better. Edge is a joke. I don't use it. Why don't you have molding around your doors? Because I don't need molding. Who would use Edge on Linux? I use Edge on my face to shave. Oh, that's a different Edge. Never mind. Need to shave tomorrow. Oh well.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So
Sorry,
what's new?
I had to do dishes and I had to install Chrome because when I tried to log in on
Yes.
Firefox, it was like, you must install Chrome.
Yes. Yeah, you have to run
Yeah.
Chrome, Chromium to run this Vivaldi or an Opera, I think, also Pizza.
I used to use Chrome, but I switched all my stuff over to Firefox.
Ah, okay.
I saw DistroTube's video on on why you shouldn't
Yeah.
use Edge even though it's running Chrome now, and it's
Yeah.
because we don't want to contribute to Chrome or Google's browser market share, so that convinced me to use Firefox.
Okay. Bob Harris asks, am I on a movie set? Yes, I'm on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. My two red alert lights are right here. So if you see these go off, I have to run. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is my rec room, Bob. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually a bathroom back here. That door back here. So, anyway. All right,
I
Benjamin. So, yeah, we can send Ben here. So, yeah, these are. I have like 8 lights on the top that I don't really need, so I don't turn them on. They're just unnecessary.
I have
So,
one light in my room and it's behind me, so it messes up my webcam.
okay.
It's over
Um,
there somewhere.
Starship Consolation Prize. Yes, I wish I was on the. I think there's a mock-up in Vegas. You can tour it. It's pretty cool. Uh, so, for those of you who are Star Trek fans, yeah, if these lights go red, the Windows 10 Romulans are attacking. Uh, your house gets to be a movie set. Said your nephew is filming here. Nice. Okay. Is it called the Peppermint Movie? So what are you running now, Pizza?
Linux Mint. I was on
Okay.
Arch Linux for a while, but then I just had issues upon issues, so then I was like, screw it, and then I put Linux Mint on my computer.
Okay.
I wish I was running Budgie like I usually am, but Linux Mint
Uh,
works too,
yeah,
or
Mint is good.
Cinnamon.
On that ThinkPad where I installed, I took out the old drive and put a SSD. I have a Linux Mint on that. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with Linux Mint, especially for beginners. So I like both Linux Mint and Ubuntu Mate so far. Um,
I'm ordered a new webcam yesterday. I'm getting the C615 because whatever my webcam right now is some weird HP webcam from like 2011. Don't even know the year.
okay,
It's terrible.
it works. It's fine. This is
Eh,
Logitech. What is this? 920, I think. It's fine.
I'm getting
Uh,
the 615
okay.
Logitech C615.
Okay. That's right, Gnostic. The Borg will assimilate your technology. Yes, we are the Borg.
I'm from Microsoft, here to assimilate you.
That's right. Well, Microsoft Windows 10 has assimilated 90% of the market so far still, so
Well, they assimilated GitHub.
yeah.
They assimilated parts of the Linux kernel, Linux Foundation.
Gnostic says, welcome to the hive. Welcome to the Toss Today hive. Yes, that's right.
I
Uh,
honestly, I don't really have that much of a problem with Microsoft. I just don't. I just use Linux because it's better than Windows. That's the one thing keeping me on Linux. I don't use. I don't hate Microsoft. I might hate Windows, but that doesn't mean I hate everything
mhm.
Microsoft. Windows phones were great. The Xbox is good. Um, yeah.
Yep.
I used Bing for a while because it literally pays you to use it.
Okay. Don't use Bing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as much as I prefer Linux, I mean, I think that that part of my rebellious streak was I just didn't want to use what everybody else was using. I think that's definitely part of it for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, Windows it does work, but I mean, I think fundamentally anything with a Unix base, with a Unix-like base, is superior.
Yeah.
Well, like we were saying last night, I mean, this is the last year for official support for Windows 7. So those of you who use Windows 7 because you don't like Windows 10 and its update issues and telemetry, I get it. I'm with you. You have options. If you like what you've seen or heard about Linux but don't want to spend the time installing and tweaking, buy a Chromebook. They start at $200. It's web-based. But if
Yeah.
that's all you do, trust me, for $200 plus, you'll be okay. You will be. If you
I
need more of a desktop, you have to go Mac.
I
Mm.
honestly think that like you linked the Chromebook Pixel in the
Yes.
description I thought I saw. I feel like for Chrome OS that is really overkill. You don't need an i5 and 8 gigs of RAM on Chrome
Well, but
OS.
Chrome OS is
Mm.
bringing a lot of more functionality to it. You're
Well,
going to be able.
Yeah,
The Pixelbook will soon allow you to dual boot Windows 10 if you so choose. So it's more than just a
really?
single. It's really a six-in-one machine. Tablet, touchscreen, laptop, Android, Chrome. It'll do, I think, Ubuntu apps now, Linux,
Well,
and soon
Debian,
Windows.
Debian,
Oh,
you can install
okay, okay.
Deb packages.
Dev packages. So really, for a six-in-one machine, I think it's on sale for $850. No other company gives you that versatility in a machine that because of its functionality, because of its versatility. You can't do that with the cheaper Chromebook. So if you love Linux and want a nice machine but still want to keep Windows, you have to go with the Pixelbook because the
I,
price is right for what it does. For what it does. Yeah.
I just thought of something really hilarious.
Yeah.
What if you sideloaded the deb file for Chrome onto a Chromebook so then you have two versions of Chrome running on one Chromebook?
That would be confusing.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
sometimes it would open one version, other times it would open
Right.
the other
Yeah.
version.
I don't think you want to tell a newbie to do that. Yeah.
And install the Android version of Chrome too. Then you could have three versions.
I know. Yeah.
I had a
Um,
Chromebook, but it didn't support Linux apps or Android apps, so I gave
yeah.
it to my grandpa.
Okay.
I traded it with my
But
grandpa's
I think those
XPS.
I think those things are fairly new, and I haven't heard any reports from people who actually run Chrome OS to tell me if that actually is working or if it's buggy still or if they've worked out
Mm.
any of the kinks in it. I mean, I just don't know. I don't have a Chromebook. I might get one just to play around with it, just to see what it's about.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I don't really need. It would be nice to have. Not that I really need it, but from what I've seen and heard, they rock. Even though one start at $200, they just do what they're supposed to do. They work. They're reliable. They're stable. I think Google's giving guaranteed 5 years support, which isn't bad for a $200 machine. So
I
anyway,
I got my Chromebook for free because I got a smart TV, which I ended up just using as my computer's monitor,
uh,
and the Wi-Fi on the smart TV stopped working. So, and you don't have
oh
to return it to get a
no.
refund. They just give you a refund for free, given it's limited to like Target refund because I got this TV at Target.
Okay.
So it was limited to spend at Target. So since I
Okay.
couldn't, so then I was like, all right, I guess I'm gonna use the $200 I got to buy a laptop. And there were two choices.
Hmm.
There was an Acer Chromebook or an Acer CloudBook, and the CloudBook ran Windows, but it had 1 gig of RAM, and it ran Windows 10.
Wait, so hang on.
Okay.
Did I miss something here? Are you the pizza loving nerd?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a face
Oh,
reveal.
oh, you're not pizza anymore. That's good.
You should
Yeah.
be eating pizza tonight as.
I'm glad they found a cure for that.
I ate clam chowder.
Oh, nice.
There you
Okay.
go.
I had chicken tonight, so. Um, where's Tim F? I don't know. We haven't seen him in a few months, so I don't know. Tim, if you're watching, say hello. Or if he watches in the future, he's the one who had at least a couple or two or three Pixel books for him and his family, and he says they ran flawless, all of them. That's why, from based on what I've heard, I can recommend Pixelbook to a newbie because they just plain work. Maybe it might be overkill. There's nothing wrong with that. So that thing will last you 10 years. So easy.
I
Um,
think I think when I look for pretty much any electronic, I
mhm.
try and look for the best value.
Yeah,
So I got a Nokia 6.1 here.
nice.
It's $200 and it can
Hmm.
do pretty much everything a flagship phone can do except for play Fortnite and take good photos. Those are the only two things this can't do.
I bought
And
a $200 Motorola. It's good enough for me.
is
I
that
don't. I,
is
I don't take a lot of photos
Well, that's
or
okay.
videos. So
I don't play Fortnite, so that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I don't either. I play Pokemon Go though. I just got into it.
I tried that once. I just couldn't. It didn't grab me.
Well, my one of my friends wanted to go play Pokemon Go, and he told me to download it. So then I did, and I made an account, and then I just got hooked into it like immediately.
Well, because
Yeah.
I don't
What?
know. Do the Pokemon battle in that game or just
You
collect
can
them?
battle. You can go to gyms and you could battle a Pokemon with other players at gyms where you put your Pokemon there and then the Pokemon will automatically battle people who come by the gym. They have to tap the gym and like hit battle. But still,
Um,
so you can just leave your Pokemon there and they will battle stuff for you. And then yeah, or you can also if you have friends, you can exchange friend codes and then battle doing that too. But the fun is just go. I don't know my neighborhood very well, mainly because I stay inside all day, making YouTube videos and watching YouTube videos and doing Linux stuff. But so I don't know my neighborhood that well. I used to go biking a lot, but then I got into like a bike accident, and it pushed like the chain of my bike or the not the chain, the thing that like powers the brakes got stuck next to the chain. So the brakes were rubbing against the chain the whole time, which made my bike go super slow. And I have to go uphill a lot. I can't go uphill with that.
No, I don't think so. No, not like that.
So
Yeah.
that made me stop biking. But Pokemon Go is starting to get me outside again. I discovered a secret trail that takes me to the beach,
Nice.
and there's this forest area park thing nearby.
Take the bike to Dick's Sporting Goods. They repair them.
Oh, it'd be we'd pretty much have to get a new bike. It's not
Oh, okay.
repairable.
Okay. I didn't
It's
know.
like
Okay.
the brake got like jammed into the chain.
Interesting.
hmm.
Okay.
It's because I
So it's total, kind of like a car. It's totaled.
yeah, I slammed the brakes too hard while
Okay.
turning, and then fell into a
Uh,
curb.
oh,
I wasn't
okay.
hurt, but the bike was.
Okay.
The bike suffered more pain than I did.
That's good. Better the bike than you. Yes.
Yeah, but still, it's been broken for like probably 8 months now.
Kyrie is getting a new bike tomorrow. Nice.
Nice. Here, I'll pull up the chat.
Um, Again, if we have any new people in the chat wanting to say hello, have a question about Windows versus Linux, please ask. That's pretty much why I jumped on tonight. This is an open chat, so ask
Well,
away. That's what we. That's why we are here. So we'll do our best to answer.
well, Spatry actually started a new series called "A Layman's Guide to
Oh
Linux."
yeah, I caught a piece of that. That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a
Nice.
good job with that.
Yeah. I'll have to check it
I
out. Nice. Yeah.
I started a new series called Beginning Linux, and I made one episode, and they're kind of boring to make, so I don't think I'm going to make another episode. I might, but
Welcome to Beginners Linux. Oh, I got to start.
no,
Okay.
not Beginners Linux, Beginning Linux.
Beginnings Linux. Okay.
Yeah, I made a
Okay.
video on choosing a distro. It
Well,
got about 100 views, and
well,
then yeah.
in the beginning, there was the command line.
Yes. In the beginning, there was a Windows user saying, Linux, what's that? Yeah.
No, I mean like it's called Beginning Linux, as in like for videos to watch when you've just started beginning
I
using
know.
Linux.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, there was this guy in Finland with a very colorful vocabulary who got sick of his.
Yeah, I know, really. I know, Steve, your son's computer had a blue screen. I haven't seen a blue screen in so long. In a galaxy far, far away. Seriously, I've had good luck with Windows 10 on my machines. I still don't like the update process, but have they crashed? Not really. No.
Well, I haven't ran Windows in like almost
Yeah.
10 years, but the last time I had a kernel panic, which is like the Linux equivalent of a blue screen of death, was when I had a Broadcom chipset, and I was running on Arch, and the kernel updates broke it every time.
Mm.
So just don't run
Okay.
Broadcom, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
The last time I had a kernel panic, I decided to reboot my server while updates were going on it. So, and it was my web server,
That'll
and
do
it
it.
kernel panicked the server, so I had to completely rebuild it from scratch because I didn't have a backup because it was only 2 weeks old.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had any crashes in both Linux and Windows so far. So
Windows, though, I almost always somehow manage to screw up my system. I could use it like a normal person where I just install Steam and Chrome and well, now Firefox. And I could just use it like a normal person, and then my computer would be like, "No Windows for you," and then it just blue screens, and then I reboot and it's a blue screen again. I don't know. Maybe Windows just doesn't like
I
my
don't
hard.
worry about. I just dread the update process because I just don't know how long is it gonna take. You know.
Well,
But
I think with Linux, when you have an issue like there's something pops up says, okay, here's what's going on. You could try to launch it in the terminal and it'll give you a crash report, right? Or at least it'll tell you, give you a clue as to what it's trying to do, what's missing. You can go on the forums. Chances are someone already found it. They give you clear instructions as to how to fix it, or this bug has already been submitted for fixing. On Windows, they give you error code number, blah blah blah. Then you go to the forums and they have like I've had terrible luck trying to fix issues in Windows that way.
mhm,
Better
yeah,
luck in Linux.
yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
Steve's very on.
Um, but I just posted a link, the MeWe link in the chat. If you guys wanted to, were thinking about joining MeWe, that's where you can find me on there. So, um,
I don't know why, but when I open up MeWe, it just seems kind of suspicious to me. I don't know, just something about it just feels weird to me. Probably the fact that it asks for a phone number and it wants me to be that it wants me to be 16 years old or older. I don't know, that just seems suspicious to me.
I don't think I gave my phone number when I started. I think
Uh,
that's optional. Yeah. Mm.
no, it says
Well,
email or phone number, but it still wants a phone number. That's what's scary.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember
says
doing that.
email.
well,
Here, I'll screen share. It says email or mobile number.
Well, you should have an email as a backup to change your password to validate.
well,
That
because
I don't have a problem with.
there is a MeWe mobile app. So I
Yeah.
mean, if you're starting a MeWe account from the mobile app, you probably want to do it from your phone
Right.
number.
Right. Right. Yeah. 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 I've had pretty good luck with MeWe. It's I didn't notice any ads or anything that's bloated, so it seems to work.
I'm more of a Mastodon guy.
Mm.
My only
It's
complaint, if anything, about MeWe is the notifications. Like it notifies you for everything.
You could
Like,
turn that off.
oh really?
Hmm. Yeah, you could. I don't have that turned on. Um, but yeah, you could turn that off.
Because there was a time when I opened up my phone, it said had over 1,000 notifications, and I was like,
Well,
okay,
that's from the yeah. Well,
I said, okay, this is too much.
it's a hot application, hot social platform now. So yeah,
Uh,
that's the only true alternative I've seen to Facebook right now. That seems to
Mastodon.
work. Yeah.
Mastodon does the exact same thing. Oh, somebody viewed your post.
Well, what it is too is that
It's
when
not that bad, but still.
well, what it is too is when you join a group in MeWe, it automatically puts you in the group chat from that group, and you get
Mhm.
notified every time someone sends a
Yeah.
message in that group
Right.
chat. Someone
Well,
puts it in
that
the
yeah,
group.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's it
After a
gets
while,
you
it builds.
connected.
It builds up.
That's the
Yeah,
reason I
yeah,
don't join group chats.
yeah,
That, and I've never been invited to one.
yeah. So, um, yeah,
Discord does something similar too, where if by default you can change this, but by default it sends you notifications for every single thing that every single person or every single little message from every single Discord server you're on. And I'm on like 20 Discord servers, so and
see
some of
platforms
them
like
are really big.
Mastodon, which naming your platform after an extinct animal probably not a good idea. And then diaspora, that sounds like something that you do in the bathroom. Yeah, so no, I got tossed off. I actually joined diaspora last, but they threw me out after a couple of months because I wasn't using. I'm like, screw you. You don't want me on there? Fine, no problem.
I usually go on
Yeah,
Mastodon like once when I'm really
yeah.
bored and I've browsed all my memes on Reddit and nobody's on Discord. That's when I go on Mastodon.
I mean, there are too many choices probably out there for this kind
Yeah.
of stuff. That's why I don't Discord. I think I actually joined it once. It's just too much. Between that, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it's too much. Yeah.
The only server I'm really active on is my own. All of the other servers I'm on, I never message people on.
I haven't really been using Facebook all that often lately. Like it's been like a few weeks, and I just
Yeah, I
rarely.
connect with friends and family on there, but that's pretty much it. I don't post a lot of YouTube stuff on there because they're not. It's not a YouTube crowd, like in my community or like a Linux crowd rather. They know YouTube obviously, but then I don't post a lot of Linux because they just don't understand it. So this is definitely not a Linux town, that's for sure.
The only reason I have a Facebook account is because I used to play a lot of mobile games, and they would give you rewards for connecting your Facebook account to the games.
Okay, all right.
Sort of like how I was able to get a free pizza from Domino's just by scanning
Nice, nice.
Yeah, see that hook, line, and sinker.
Nothing wrong with free food, right?
Yeah, especially when it's pizza.
Here, tie your Facebook account to everything. Let us see what everything you're doing.
When I was bringing the pizza to my house, I got it for takeout because I didn't want to pay for delivery with my free pizza. So I went to get the pizza, and it was like the opposite direction from my school as my house. So I went and I got the pizza, and then on the way back to my house, I passed the school, and then the security guard came out, and he was like, "Why do you have a Why?" He was just so confused. He was like, "Why do you have a giant pizza all to yourself? Are you trying to like bring it here so you can poison?" No, he didn't say that, but
Wow.
he just yelled at me for being on school property when I was on the sidewalk, and I guess I was cutting through like part of the corner, but still. I go to that school. I was mostly on the sidewalk, and I was on my way home, which was like 3 blocks away from the school. So,
Speaking of speaking of pizza, Sleepy, he's watching. An Australian chef makes 154 cheese pizza, breaks the Guinness record. 154 cheese pizza. So Toss, what's it taste like? Parmesan. No wait, American. No wait, it tastes like I don't know what it tastes like. 154 cheese pizza.
you could wait. So he made that many pizzas?
No.
No.
It's 154 cheeses in the pizza.
Topping.
Hey, I can make it. I can make the world record for the world's smallest pizza. All you have to do is make no pizza.
There you go. 154. Well, that guy is going to be using Diaspora app a lot.
It's the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, right.
I thought you said that he made that many pizzas. What I would do if I had to make that many pizzas, I wouldn't put cheese on them. It would just be bread and sauce.
Let me see if I can find the guy's store, Sleepy. Where's it at here? What's the guy's name? Johnny G. I'll just write. Oh, here's the address. Here it is. This is in Melbourne. There you go. Let me copy and paste this.
Fun
Johnny
fact.
Di Francesco. That's definitely Italian. Hey, Johnny D. Ba 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 boo.
Fun fact.
Who cut the cheese?
Fun fact. A food truck in Seattle has the world's most expensive hot dog.
Wow. Should I ask what it's made of?
Here, I'll pull it up.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I really want to try it. I mean, I could, but at the same time, I can't. Okay, let's see here. It has a freshly baked bun. It's got, wait, that's a different hot dog from the same truck. It's got a, okay, here it is. It's got a fresh bun with a smoked cheese bratwurst, butter teriyaki grilled onion. I don't know how to pronounce this. Matek mushrooms, wagyu beef. I'm just gonna screen share. There's no way I'm ever gonna pronounce these words. Um, where's the screen share button? Oh. Okay, whatever. It's got Wagyu beef, fresh grits, shaved black truffles, caviar, and Japanese mayonnaise, served on a freshly baked brioche bun.
Hmm.
And it costs $169.
Oh, what a bargain.
Actually, that's not a bad deal considering it has truffle and caviar and an expensive sausage on a freshly baked bun. That's not that bad of a deal, honestly. However, I could buy a phone for that price.
Paul, how are you? Welcome to the chat.
Should I buy a phone or should I buy the world's most expensive hot dog? Hot
Hot
dog it
dog,
is.
yummy.
Ah, I walked like 4 miles today playing Pokemon. I'm tired now.
Wow. That's good exercise.
Yes.
That's what it takes to get kids outdoors today.
Yep.
Pokemon.
There you go.
I'm gonna try double the amount of miles walked per day for spring break.
Doing good, Paul. We're doing good. Yep. Today was 70 here in Ohio. Felt awesome. It's going to be a little bit colder tomorrow, but I'll take it. So, yeah. We got people who like bratwurst. Very good.
Bratwurst is pretty
Ubuntu and
good.
bratwurst rocks. Yes.
Bratwurst is the best worst.
That's just the worst.
The worst. Haha.
Well, I actually had one of the worst looking bratwurst you've ever seen. It was like, here, I'll pull it up.
Ow.
It was like so bad looking, but it tasted good. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I put it on my Discord server for people to make fun of. Here it is. So I put it inside of rice.
How did it taste?
It tasted pretty good, actually. Here,
Okay.
I could get a better image if I could figure out how to get screen share working.
Yeah, it looks like Ricky wants to join in.
All right. I'm going to send a link. Give me a second here.
How do I get screen share working? Seriously, Chrome. Before it was just on the top, but now I can't find it.
If we have Windows newbies or Linux newbies out there, yes, we normally talk about food when we talk about Linux. Yes,
The two go hand in hand.
that's right.
If we had, go ahead.
Did you hear GetDeb and PlayDeb are actually, they were, after it was discontinued, the domain was bought by an unknown owner who seems untrustworthy, and it might soon be used for malicious purposes.
Last week I did the news and nonsense with our friend Stephanie, but she's in Boston, or she's from Boston. She's in Germany now, but there's a famous European singer named Eros Ramazzotti. He's probably the most popular guy in Europe in the last 20, 30 years, but he's coming to Boston. And he's playing at the Wang Theater. I'm like, the Wang Theater? And somebody said, if you remember, there was a guy named something Wang, a CEO of Wang Computers, back in the 80s and 90s. And I'm like, okay, I think it's starting to come back to me. I guess he made a sizable donation to the theater, hence playing the Wang Theater. So, yeah. I didn't know last week when I did the show, we both kind of laughed. That's what it's called. Rump-a-dum-bump. That's right, Steve. Play the Wang Theater. So, anyway.
All right, since Toss tells a lot of jokes, I need jokes. So I googled terrible jokes to tell on a live stream. See what I come up with.
Yeah, and I don't have a news nonsense set up for it. I usually do those Sunday mornings with our friend Stephanie. So if you haven't checked those out, check out the shows. They're funny and free music to boot. So if you like Stephanie's music, buy her songs. So she's a great gal here, part of our community. So yeah, Ben, go ahead and check your email. I'll was it Charles Wang Spin Viking? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, that's hence the Wang Theater.
Yeah, so I'll give Steve a heads up if he's watching. I encountered an issue with ice earlier today. I do realize I'm not running it on Peppermint. I'm on my own. But I just thought I'd throw it out there. It crashed on me at launch a few times. Come to find out there was a missing directory. Once I created it, apparently it's .local share ice profiles was missing. So that was causing it to crash. Once I created that, it was fine. Good to go.
Do any of you guys remember how do you say this? Chrome Ubuntu or something? It was like a recreation of Chrome OS based on Ubuntu.
Wait, Pizza.
Yeah.
You did a face reveal at last.
Yes, I did.
Son of a bitch, man.
We
I
need
made-
like a fanfare. Here's pizza. Da, 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 da,
I did a YouTube video where I was moving my head around and I edited my logo all over it in my face reveal video, and then took me 45 minutes to edit a 30-second video.
Dude, that's
What kind of computer do you have? Like, what specs do you have there, Pizza?
Me, I am getting an i7 soon, but at the moment I have a terrible computer.
i7 will help. Yeah, that's
I will make you cringe into your couch crack. That's how bad it is.
Oh, hey, man.
So my
Well,
I got 16 gigs of RAM and I have two 1 terabyte hard drives, and I have a GTX 970. Here's the part that's going to make you cringe. With all of those good specs, I have an Intel Pentium G3240 clocked at 3.10 gigahertz, and it's dual core.
That's the problem.
It just bottlenecks the entire system. I have a good
yeah.
GPU.
Yeah.
I have 16 gigs of RAM. But the
You have enough RAM, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a new. I'm getting an i7 and a new motherboard soon. Though,
Yeah.
So.
That should substantially boost.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you guys, the reason why I was late to the show was because I was organizing my external hard drive from the cluttered effing mess that it was into a clean bunch of folders and files.
What happened, Ben?
You won't believe what I just sat through, Ricky.
It was that bad. It was that bad, was it?
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing was just a list of like folders and files. Look what it turned into.
Oh, that looks so much better.
Yeah, dude. I mean, now this folder still. I mean, this is what it literally went from to this.
Oh,
I mean, that
heavens.
next folder, this miscellaneous folder, still could use some work, but you know, it's better than it was.
Wait, how did you get screen sharing working on Hangouts?
Hangouts.
I knew how to do it, but it just here it is. I knew where it was, but it wouldn't show up. Well, I just got it working. So cool.
Cool. Let me get out of this screen. But yeah, guys, that literally what I was spending like almost an hour or two doing to get my external drive fixed up.
Well, it looks like it looks like, Ben, after 4 dustpans and 4 brooms, it looks like you have some progress with it.
Yes, I mean, I literally took like a hand of God to the damn thing.
What's funny, I have an external hard drive, but the only thing I use it for is whenever I distro hop, I put the new distro on the external hard drive and then keep the old distro on the main hard drive. And I always switch between my external hard drive. I always make my external become my main and my main become my external. So I just use my hard drive as a backup distro, just in case something goes wrong.
Yep.
Right.
Good man.
Yeah, and also, I found online a Gen 2 script, so that way I don't have to go through all that manual hand configuration anymore.
So so Ben, you're prepared this time.
Yes, this time I'm more well prepared with some script that somebody wrote online. I typed in Google Gen 2 install script, and I also made myself some notes for the post installer, the post installation. So that way, if I do a tutorial or something like that, or do it again just for myself, I will have things to reference. So that way, I won't, get overwhelmed again.
That's a good idea, Ben. Very good decision.
Yeah, I'm fixing myself up even without help.
My policy for Linux, forcing somebody to install Arch is reasonable. Forcing somebody to install Gentoo is just cruel. Forcing somebody
Forcing somebody to install Linux from scratch is just crap.
That's what I was gonna say after that.
Yeah.
Forcing somebody to install LFS is just pure evil.
If there is one thing that will terminate the Terminator, Linux from scratch. No, Linux from scratch, no.
No, no. The only thing that'll terminate the Terminator is a reboot command.
I saw pictures of the new the movie's coming out November. It's
Ricky,
called
you
Terminator
saw me
Dark
recently.
Fate.
Oh my god.
So
But you know what?
Recently, I didn't last but a day on LFS. Remember that, Ricky?
Yeah, 24 hours later.
Bye.
Well, but you know what? I've had Gentoo up and running with a working KDE desktop at one point. It took me a whole week to get it up, but I did it. Not for lack of trying or lack of understanding the instructions, just the darn compile times. That's what took it so long.
Yeah.
But I will say this: if my choices were Windows 10 or dealing with Gentoo and its compile times, I will choose Gentoo over Windows 10.
Yeah. Basically, you got a huge baseball field, Benjamin. It's either A, you deal with the red side, or B, you deal with the blue side. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
Okay, you thought LFS was bad? Try installing GNU Herd.
Oh. I don't even want to know how bad that crap is.
From scratch, no scripts.
All I'm gonna say is I've never heard of that in my life, but from what it sounds like trouble.
Oh my god.
Basically,
hold on, Pizza. Put it this way: I can do Gentoo in my sleep, with or without a script. That, no. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole of calamari killings.
Basically, what GNU Herd is the GNU project. There is some proprietary stuff built into Linux. So the GNU project tried to make their own system called GNU Herd, which is completely made of free and open source software, no proprietary stuff at all.
There's no way it would work. Not on my system.
It works on so little hardware it works on, and it's super hard to install, and it only works with like GNOME and stuff.
So basically,
it barely works properly.
So what you're saying, Pizza, is GNU Herd makes Arch Linux look like a baby.
GNU Herd makes LFS look like a baby.
Arch Linux isn't difficult. Arch Linux isn't hard. The instructions, I think that the wiki, the installation wiki, could be a little clearer because there are things that are linked.
Yeah, I agree. I will say the Arch wiki could be a little bit more clear because there's a lot of people that just don't understand it.
Well, here's my thing. I think that the installation wiki for Gentoo is a lot clearer than the Arch installation.
I can agree with that.
And here's my reason is that the Arch installation guide gives you links to things, important things that should be front and center. And so it's easy to miss those things.
All right.
Well, Gentoo puts it all right there. So you're following a step by step, and you don't miss anything important.
Yeah, putting it to read it to sleep. Are we keeping you awake, dear? I'm sorry.
Well, that's just my opinion.
So I'm gonna
Given a
try.
choice of running those OSs or washing my hair with peanut butter, I'd rather wash my hair with peanut butter.
Hey, man.
Should I do a live stream where I attempt to install a new herd?
All I gotta say, Pizza, is if you want to install it, go for it. But I highly doubt you'll make it very far.
I can't
Do
I
it in
can't
a
even
virtual
ins-
box.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know how to install Gentoo, so
Yeah.
this is gonna have a major.
Because
learning
answer
curve.
me this: do you have any proprietary hardware on your
I
system?
need a cannoli
Yes.
for this.
That might be an issue.
Anyway.
I have an NVIDIA 970, so I can't do it on main hardware.
Because I would not.
I also have a broadband wireless card.
Because I would not
I
try
have,
anything like that on my main system.
I got a question for you guys, off topic, and also for Anna Rita. I was in the local. I got coffee last week and bagel. So I'm sitting there, all completely off topic. But it's more of a social question. So I'm sitting there, just minding my own business. Guy walks in with his wife. I'm assuming it's his wife. His wife has a baby stroller, a baby in the stroller, carrying another baby, a backpack,
Yeah.
I think something in her hand, and the guy is carrying nothing.
Yeah.
Have times changed that much, or it's not quite? Something's missing there.
So one of those things is not like the other. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It just hit me like, wow, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. You know.
No one could.
Yeah. So it's not just me. Something's
Yeah.
off. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
something's off about that. Yeah.
It just stuck in my head like, dang. Okay.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. The guy has a loose screw somewhere. Okay. Anna Rita. Yeah, it just I just sat there drinking. I'm like, man.
I gotta
Okay.
take
All
my
right.
meds.
All right. I know it's off top, but it just stuck with me.
I don't even remember what you said. After you said backpack, I just forgot everything before you said backpack.
Yeah.
Since I'm not on the stream, since I'm on the Hangouts instead, I can't rewind and see
No
what
problem.
you.
No, there was a guy walked in at a local coffee shop, pizza. A guy with his wife. I'm assuming his wife, and his wife had a stroller, her baby in the stroller, had another baby, had a backpack, and the guy walked in with nothing. So he had nothing.
So basically, what you're saying, Carmine, is the woman's doing all the work, but the guy is not.
Now he did whip out his money to pay, but
Okay.
at least he could have carried the backpack.
Yeah.
Or at
something.
least, or at least carried the baby.
One of the two, yeah. I mean, my gosh.
I mean, even if it was just a friend and they're not, but it's like help her out. But okay, hey.
Yeah.
1 sec, guys.
Anyway, okay. It sounds like you guys are with me on this one. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm normal. Thank God I'm normal. Whew.
Mm.
Okay.
Bessie.
Whew.
So Toss, how's Ubuntu Mate 19.4?
Been running it this since Friday, Saturday. So far, so good. It's still a beta, but I trust WimPress Martin. Well, they call him Mippy. Good enough that it's look, I have backup machines, so again I don't recommend any beta for a newbie, but that being said, it's pretty stable. It's stable enough. I haven't tested every single app, to be honest, but the apps that I've tested, like GUVC View and Kdenlive, works, and I'm good. So
Ubuntu releases ruined my month.
Sleepy ass. Why do I have a jar of peanut butter next to this? This helps me think. When I think about Arch, I'm like, Arch or peanut butter? No, I want peanut butter. No Arch. No, I have crackers here, and sometimes I'll snack as but yeah.
I haven't eaten my full dinner yet, Toss.
Okay, well.
Ubuntu releases ruined my month because I have to do all of these reviews on all of the flavors and everything.
Oh man, that's
my.
stressful.
There's just one question that's been bugging me lately,
Yes.
and I think most of you could answer this better than I could.
Yeah.
What in the unholy heck caused Canonical and Mark Shuttleworth
Ugh.
to ditch the old system of how
Yeah.
Ubuntu releases work?
That was
Yeah.
so dang dumb.
I
I
actually
mean-
think it'd be better at the current rate. I think it'd be better for Canonical to be bought and controlled by Microsoft than Canonical
I
just
mean-
being Canonical right now.
I mean,
They're making so many dumb decisions.
Well, but
the thing is, Microsoft has the money to do it.
the thing
Right.
is, Pizza, is that they're going the route of Microsoft. So if Microsoft were to buy them and run them, they would take what they're doing now and put it on steroids.
Yeah.
Pause, gentlemen, ladies. We have somebody, I believe, new from Brazil, Canal Clandestino. Hello.
Hello,
Welcome.
Canal.
Yay.
Welcome to the stream. of
Nice.
fun.
Very nice.
I didn't know.
From Brazil.
Wow.
Buenos dias. I think it's daylight for you there. Nice.
What distro do you want? Do you run Canal or do you run Windows?
So, what I think is, that Ubuntu or Canonical, they should stop focusing on Ubuntu as a distro itself, and I think they should focus on making it the best distro for other distros to be based on.
Exactly.
Because every distro I could think of, for beginners is based on Ubuntu, but Ubuntu is getting worse and worse for beginners. So they should
Okay.
focus on making it the best distro for other distros to be based on.
Well,
And
I think certain
On that,
flavors.
focus on servers.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Get rid of the stock Ubuntu. Also,
I don't know if GNOME was easier or harder than Unity. That maybe just about the same, but it is stable. I've been testing Ubuntu 19 in my other laptop.
And-
I gotta give them credit. It's stable. Yeah.
And the one thing that I've noticed with Ubuntu's latest releases is even though they stopped supporting Unity, you could still find Unity in the repos.
Yeah, they just too lazy to remove it.
Yeah.
Canal, you're testing your English. Feel free. We're all friends here. Welcome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The latest Ubuntu podcast, the guys are back. Martin Wimpress, Wimpy from Mutumate, of course, our friend Alan Pope, and Mark Johnson. I just posted the link. I haven't listened to it yet, but they are back for season 12. Wow. That's a lot of podcasting.
I'm going to actually see Alan Pope at Linux Fest Northwest.
Nice.
On April.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
As
No, I'm
long
not.
as
Never
You're
mind.
not?
I just realized that he's on. I just searched if he was going to Linux Fest, and then I saw that he was, but he's going on the 28th. I'm going on the 27th. Never
Oh,
mind.
no.
Oh,
no.
rip.
Yeah,
Hey.
that would have been nice to meet him.
At least I'm gonna see Brian Lunduke.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
dear.
Tell him
I
we
already
said
made
hello.
I already made a list of the conferences I'm gonna go to. I'll pull it up.
Nice.
If you do see Brian Lundu, can you let us know if he's in color?
Yeah, really,
I
yeah.
don't know why he's doing. I don't get why he's doing that black and white crap. That's just.
He wants to be different, I get it, but it's weird.
Maybe
It's like
it's,
Twilight Zone-ish, yeah.
maybe it's to hide how bad his webcam is. I originally had a plan for my gaming channel. What I was gonna do was I was like, what's that thing right there? It's my hat. But what I was gonna do is I was gonna put the Game Boy camera. I was gonna run that in an emulator and use that as my webcam on my live streams to add because I do retro gaming on that channel, to add like a retro look to everything. But then I just couldn't find an emulator that works on Linux that I could get Game Boy camera working on.
Yeah.
So rip.
I will say one thing when it comes to gaming, and I know that you'll agree with me on this, Ben, since you're a gamer too. The one thing about gaming that has ramped up over the last 10 years is the homebrew and modding scene. There's a lot of good developers in that department.
Yeah. There is. Boy.
I mean, a lot of smart people bring a lot of neat things.
Yeah.
When I checked all the stuff out, I checked all the stuff out on like 2 weeks ago. There's actually a lot more events that are planned now. So I'll have to check it out again, see if there's anything I'd rather do than something else. But so far, I'm probably gonna see the Lunduk show live. Linux sucks, and then there's this conference about
Tell him
Linux
us
gaming.
dual booting schmucks are doing fine. That's what he calls us.
Yeah, I dual boot 2 Linux distros just in case one
Okay.
dies.
Yeah.
But there. Oh yeah, so I was gonna go to the Linux. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so I was gonna do Lunduk show live, although now there's one about why open source is critical for platform firmware, but I think I'd rather watch Lunduk show live. What else is there? I'm going to see at 1. I'm gonna see Linux sucks. Wait, they moved it? Linux sucks was at 1, I thought.
Wait, he's still doing Linux sucks? Is he?
Yeah.
Does he put it on YouTube still, or is that?
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Hold on.
I thought he stopped doing that.
Oh, it's because I didn't scroll down enough. That's why it didn't show up. But
Hey,
Linux sucks at 1.
Hmm.
What else is there? And then at it was at 145, but they changed it to be 215, so I'm gonna have to update that on my phone. But there was one about Linux gaming, I think. I'll find it, maybe.
I bet those fests are a lot of fun.
I'm pretty sure they are. A lot
I
of
would
good,
imagine.
a lot of good tech enthusiasts come there all the
Yeah.
time. One, I do know that one of the best places to go to technology conventions is around California and Seattle. There's a lot of good places there.
Yeah, I'm a Seattle guy, so I go to a lot of those.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm gonna see at 3:30. There's gonna be basically a talk. It's Ubuntu 1904, Disco, Dingo, and beyond, and it's gonna talk about the features and the plans for later. I'm probably gonna live stream some of it on my channel, maybe if I can.
Yeah, Sleepy. They separate the Arch users. They put them in the mental health section of the building. No, just kidding.
That's where they should put the LFS users who program in
Yeah.
PHP.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they do is when they go there, they shout out what's the way they weed them out is they say what's the best what's the best distro, and all the Arch users jump up yelling by the way, by the way, by the way, and then they send them all in the corner.
Yeah.
I see, Benjamin, you have a bit of history with MS DOS.
Well, I downloaded the there's a website I found with like old operating systems, and I downloaded MS DOS, I think 6.22,
Mm-hmm.
the old AT&T Unix. I mean, I'm gonna try to install them onto virtual boxes just to see if I can play with them.
One, I do know that a lot of people still run MS-DOS to this day. It's a very reliable operating system when it comes to old school gaming and stuff.
Well, you can get DOS emulators like DOSBox and stuff like that.
DOSBox is like the best one you can ever get. You can do so much with it.
For me, when I run DOS, I like to just put DOS in VirtualBox.
I know one thing that DOSBox is good for is accessing BBSs, which there are still bulletin board systems out there. All of them have not closed down. There's some good ones that are still up. I think Toss, you'll know where I'm coming from. Remember back in the old days when BBSs were like the hottest thing to go to, and there were and each BBS was different. Like you had some for music, some for games, some for news.
Some for never mind. Wait, you guys, I found this thing. It is. Dang it! Did I close it? Basically, some researcher found researchers find the official 50 funniest jokes of all time.
Funniest jokes of all time, eh?
Yeah, well, you want to see it? Here, I'll screen share.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Let's see what the funniest jokes of all time are according to researchers. So this is on dailymail.co.uk. Okay, top 50. Top 50. I went to the doctor's the other day, and he said, go to Bournemouth. It's great for flu, so I went and got it. What? I don't get that one. I went to this is 48. I went to the corner store and I bought 4 quarters.
Okay.
A 3-legged dog walks into a saloon in the Old West. He slides up to the bar and announces, I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. There was a man who entered a local paper's pun contest. He sent in 10 different puns in the hope that at least one of his puns would win. Unfortunately, no pun in 10 did.
Ba-da-dum-pum.
There you go.
Ronnie Dangerfield. I did some of these on 2 weeks ago on News and Nonsense. He was a master of the one-liners. He says, "My wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met."
I went to the paper shop. It had blown away.
Right. Right.
I cleaned the attic with my wife the other day. Now I can't get the cobwebs out of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Ew, there's an ad and it's an auto-playing video. Gross. Anyways.
Last week I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette. That's an old Ronnie Dangerfield joke. No respect, he says. I come from a stupid family. During the Civil War, my great uncle fought for the West.
A sandwich walks into a bar. The barman says, "Sorry, we don't serve food in here."
That's a good one.
I don't really get, though, how you can research what the 50 funniest jokes are, though.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell my parents hated me. My bath toys were a toaster and a radio. Oh, Rodney, God bless.
You know what that reminds me of? Oh, this gas leak smells bad.
We're still
Quick,
laughing
light
at
a
that.
candle.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Okay, this is officially the funniest joke of all time. A woman gets on a bus with her baby. The bus driver says, "Oh, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen." The woman walks to the rear of the bus and sits down. Fuming, she says to the man next to her, "The driver just insulted me." The man says, "You go up there and tell him off. Go on, I'll hold your monkey for you."
Oh! Oh!
Well, no Windows to Linux tips tonight, just jokes. I asked my old man if I could go ice skating on the lake. He told me wait till it gets warmer. Oh my goodness, there's like tons of these.
Oh my Lord. That man, Rodney Dangerfield, that was a funny man.
A girl phoned me, and Rita, you'll like this one. A girl calls, she says, "Come on over, there's nobody home." I went over. Nobody was home.
You come for the Linux and you stay for the jokes.
I guess so.
And the food talk.
My wife made me join a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. Oh, God. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna look up something now. Hold on.
Okay.
We're gonna get us back on the ship here. Hold on.
Here, we need to turn this Linux related. So, let me quickly go to r/Linux memes on Reddit.
Okay, hold on. I have a better idea. Let me just look up
I
something.
told my dentist my teeth are going yellow. He told me to wear a brown necktie. Anyway.
Hey guys, look at my screen.
Okay. Oh my lord. Oh, here we go.
Ew. This image is beautiful.
Red hat, spy hat. What
Wow.
a dog I got. His favorite bone is my arm. Okay.
Okay, let's see here. What do we got here? 4 strange and disturbing. Let's see here. What does that fully say? 4 strange and disturbing Linux distros you probably won't be installing. Oh no. Okay, this one I'm not gonna do. Nope. Backing out.
I tell you, when I was a kid, I knew I was rejected. My yo-yo, it never came back. That's a good one. I like that. That's
here.
rejection. Ooh.
Oh, here are the loudest things in the world. A motorcycle at 100 to 110 decibels. A concert at 115 decibels. A jet engine at 140 decibels. A shotgun at 165 decibels. A PC that runs GNOME 3 at 194 decibels.
I think that's when GNOME was at its worst.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I found a good one. Most stable Linux distros. 5 versions of Linux we recommend. Okay, I gotta see this. Okay, Tulsa, I think you're gonna like this one. Our picks are number 5, OpenSUSE.
Ew, no.
Number 4, Fedora.
Ew, no.
Number 3, Linux Mint.
Okay, that makes a little bit of
Number 2, Ubuntu. And oh my gosh, this is too funny. You're gonna laugh at this one, Pizza. The number 1 most stable Linux that this page recommends, Arch Linux.
What?
What's wrong with that list?
Where's Debian?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it's not. And oh, here we go. Honorable mentions: Debian, Manjaro, Zorn OS.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably a paid sponsored.
Wait a second.
Wait, UbuntuPit.com. Is this a
Where's Mobuntu?
Is this like one of those what's it called? Like the Onion, like parody news sites?
I hope
I
it
don't know.
is.
Wait, what is it, Benjamin?
Like like the
Yes, DT, you're in time for the food discussion. Peanut butter.
I have Nutella sandwiches.
Let's see.
No, this is
Another
not,
joke
this is
here.
Not an onion. This is not an onion site.
When I was born, the doctor took one look at my face, turned me over, and said, "Look, twins."
Well, I would say that OpenSUSE Leap. I would put that on this list.
Well, here's another list for you guys. Number 1, Linux Mint. Number 2, Ubuntu. Number 3, Debian. Number 4, Gentoo. Number
What?
5, OpenSUSE. Number 6, CentOS.
I can agree with that. I can agree with
Number
that.
7, Mandrake/Mandrava. Number 8, Slackware. Number 9, let's see. Well, there's no number 9. But basically, this
It's
is.
because of 789.
But here's the thing: these are categorized. For Linux Mint, it says highest rank since 2011. For Ubuntu, it says most hits since 2002. Which that's not even. Which Ubuntu didn't come out.
It came out in 2004.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For Debian, most consistent. I don't even know what that word is. No. I know what the word. Most consistent climber.
What?
That's what they call Debian, most consistent climber. For Gentoo, they call it Fallen Star. For OpenSUSE, most consistent top tier performer. For CentOS, consistent mid pack performer. For Mandrava/Mandrake, forgotten favorite. Number 8, which was Slackware, underappreciated workhorse.
Okay. I'm confused.
So am I.
Anna Rita, you made me laugh. You wrote, I am back with yet again cokies. You taking coke, man? No good, man. Anyway. Fallen Star Gentoo probably has more users than Linux Mint. I don't know. Well, they do, because Android phones are based off of Gentoo, so there you go.
What,
they just
they
don't
are?
know it.
Is it all Linux? Is it all Android phones?
I thought it was Chrome OS.
No, it's Gentoo.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, I thought Chrome OS was based on Gentoo, not Android.
Yeah, I know Chrome OS is.
Hello, Bradshaw 212. I'm doing fine, thank you.
Oh, this is a good article, and this is from System 76. 9 worst ideas for Linux distros. Oh, I gotta see this. What's?
I gotta see this.
Oh my lord.
Number 1 is LFS.
Well,
I just pulled it up.
yeah. Did you find it, Pizza?
Yeah, I found it. I think
look
I'm
at-
screen sharing
look-
it.
Look at number 1.
Okay, hold on. Let's read it in order. So, Feed Linux. This is distros for cats. Linux Lane. It's known for its unique terminal, and you might say it's a programming language as well. All commands must be inputted in Pig Latin. Daily Driver OS is the perfect distro. Compatible with everything, it's snappy as heck. The only caveat, it needs to be reinstalled when your computer wakes from sleep. That's at least one install every single day. DDoS may be too much for you to handle. Oh, I thought it said Daily Driver OS. Also known as Itsy Bitsy, I don't know how to say it, is an OS for developers that runs consistent checks on your software's infrastructure. It's a feature that proves useful when things go on. Oftentimes, however, you'll find a bug that you are alerted to has suddenly disappeared. Great news! You just spent 3 hours figuring out that the only thing wrong with your computer is that it thinks something is wrong with your computer. Is that the bug? In the room with you right now is an operating system designed to keep you disciplined and on your toes, ensuring that when something does go wrong, you'll know exactly where to look. Everywhere.
Oh my god.
If you're tired, Desk OS. If you're tired of boring desktop backgrounds, Desk OS is for you. What starts as a standard blank background, Desk OS January develops into a file manager with an aesthetic of a solitaire victory card shuffle. All files are safe to your desktop, and you no longer have to worry about organization, since organization is no longer possible.
Oh my
So
god.
sit back, relax, and enjoy the quick game of double click roulette. Who knows what files will open? OpenSUSE. If you wear a tux, then you're in lux. With a distro that rhymes all names, there's nothing to start up your NVIDIA's.
Insidious.
Insidious. I can't read. Start up your NVIDIA's and use Dream to play your games. For a picture to pimp, head over to Fint to create your new design. Use terminal commands. When you can no longer stand, this OS and are forced to resign.
Oh my god,
Well,
it happened.
Well, for the record, I'm from the city Dr. Seuss was born in, Springfield, Mass.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Paper.
Like, I can go right to Mulberry Street.
Wow. Okay, this Linux distro's name is Paper.
Yeah. This nostalgic-filled operating system uses the stability and reliability of analog to get the job done. All you have to do is tape the interface to your screen and voila, instant download. While this distro is notorious for having limited functionality, it has the greatest word processor ever known, although you have to download the .pen extension to take advantage of its full potential. Because of its simplicity, this OS is able to operate without consuming too much battery power. You can even see the screen with your brightness turned all the way up, all the way down during most of times of the day. In fact, using this OS takes no power at all. Ooh,
Really?
Land.Phil is the ugly stepchild of developers working with the EPA to spread awareness about waste pollution. Once a week, your trash is emptied into a cloud database divided into localized servers. When your server runs out of storage space, however, the contents of your trash spill into the desktop of anyone connected to the server who uses landfill. The data dump can only be alleviated through a donation to a EPA-approved nonprofit dedicated to reducing waste.
What the? Wow.
Yes, Gnostic. The Bostonian, the funny accents from Mass come from the eastern side. See, there's no harbor for me to park my car by in the western side, so I
From
said,
Boston, yeah. Got a
Can I
cup of
have
coffee. Yeah.
sushi?
My lord. Okay, the last one on the list is Parrot Party. Okay, let me take a crack at this one. Fitting for our inner child and Pirate Bay loyalists everywhere, Pirate Party gifts are Monday days with the glee of dancing parrots. These colorful birds will light up your work day, inviting you to meander into a digital neon jungle where things go right. Morale stays high and pages take all eternity to load. But isn't the goal of eternity to spend it in a tropical paradise? Mark, tropical paradise. Thanks, parrot. I knew you have a Mac, or should I say my shoulder? Oh my god!
Hey guys, wait, hold on.
I'm going to wrap this up here in about 5 minutes just to give you guys a heads up,
All
okay?
right.
I'm starting to get
That's fine.
tired. Yeah.
Hey, can you guys rate my portable computer here?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
give it A for effort.
So, here's another Rodney Dangerfield joke. I was so ugly, my mother used to feed me with a slingshot.
Oh, I got one.
What do you
I got
guys
one.
think of sushi?
I like
Nice.
sushi. There's a place right by me that they'll give you sushi with like fried shrimp tempura in it. Oh,
Sushi's good.
that's amazing.
Oh, that has wasabi on it. Oh god.
Yeah.
But I got a funny joke. You're so ugly that when you play Mortal Kombat, Scorpion screams, "Stay over there!"
There you go. Exactly.
But 100% most of the time, he's like, "Get over here."
But for you, he says, "Stay over there."
Oh my lord, Mortal Kombat, the most epic game of all
God.
time.
Last week I saw my psychiatrist. I told him, Doc, I keep thinking I'm a dog. He told me to get off his couch. Oh, God. Oh, man. Well, this certainly was an interesting night.
Yes,
What's the
it
best-
was.
What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Did you hear about the two people who stole a calendar? They each got 6 months.
There you
Oh
go.
my
There you go. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I told him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He says, okay, you're ugly too. Oh, man.
When you get When you get angry, take a breath and count to 10. Throw a punch at 8. Nobody expects that.
There you go.
There you go. That usually works.
I knew a girl so ugly I took her to the top of the Empire State Building and planes started to attack her. Last week, my tie caught on fire. Some guy tried to put it out with an axe.
That's not gonna work.
No,
Why-
it's not.
Why did the nurse need a red pen at work?
Oh no.
In case she needed to draw blood.
Oh.
Ronnie Dangerfield, he says, I went to a massage parlor. It was self-serve. I get no respect.
Oh my lord.
Oh, my.
Oh man.
Anyway.
If I had 10 cookies and you took one, what would you have? The answer: a black eye and a broken hand.
There you go.
That's true.
That's about right, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
When I played in the sandbox, the cat kept covering me up. Wow.
Wow.
I miss Rodney. Anyway, on that note,
I
think we
got
can
one.
wrap it up. Oh, okay, go ahead. We'll give us another minute. Go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Disco.
Disco who?
Disconnected.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Oh my god, you're so funny. Oh my lord. That is too good.
My
That is-
uncle's dying wish was to have me sitting on his lap. He was in the electric chair.
Yeah. You sit on his lap, all right. You go.
Yeah. Anyway, Kyrie, you like that one? Yeah. Yeah, that's Ronnie Dangerfield. Him and Don Rickles, man, they were like, their minds were like this, so sharp, you know.
They,
Yeah,
they were two peas in a pod.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for us to get off here.
All right, gentlemen, ladies, thank you. I don't know when I'll be on live again. I'm going to try and shoot for the weekend. So have a good night, a good week. Have
All
fun
right.
with whatever you use. I'll try and post a video too, or about transitioning from Windows 7 to something else. So other than that, I am done.
Okay. Well,
All right. See you later.
All right.
Arrivederci.
Night, guys.
hey, what should I